Welcome to Shri and Kira Live, the voice of passionate action. Celebrating 21 years of continual public service, Shri and Kira offer you the blessing of the experience of I am as you are. Enjoy timeless wisdom, divine inspiration, community connection, and joyful fun. Discover your best life filled with the peace, love, and joy of the Yoga of Self-Ascension as you ignite your dreams with the law of instantaneous manifestation. And now, sit back and relax and welcome Shri and Kira.
Namaste, beloved ones, and welcome to your divine appointment. I am wisdom teacher Sri Ramka.
And I am Master Lady Kira. And we are so excited that you are with us here today. We are right here in our yoga dance studio at Tosa Blue Mountain Trees. Putting that camera up a little bit so you can see our beautiful Radha Krishna. We also, I'll go a little further than that, guys. How about all of our gurus? Do they rock or what, right? And so just giving you a little preview of what's going on here. And we also have some beautiful people. I'm giving a shout out to everybody on the other side of the camera here with us live right now. And we had a camera set up to show them, and maybe a little later we'll give you a sneak peek of who's on the other side saying hello. So we are so grateful to be with you right now, especially after last week, right, Shri?
Oh man, last Sunday, we did a special broadcast and brought forth some intimate sharings. And we're going to continue that discussion a bit today, but I just wanted to honor everyone that wrote in and sent emails and texts saying how touched they were and how many people were going through this rather oppressive energy of the targeted possession. And so we really were honored to receive your sharings, and we're here today to continue that discussion a bit and go deeper into November and what's bubbling forth on this wonderful planet that we share, because the energies are profound.
They really are. And we gave you a sneak preview last week of what's happening in 2024, and we're going to expand that today, but we're really today diving deep into the choice that is already moving forward right now. So as Shri just shared with you, and as we both really humbly invite you to do, if you were not with us last week for our special broadcast, because this is our regularly scheduled broadcast, right? So if you were not with us last week for that very special and urgently needed broadcast that touched our hearts beyond belief, please, right after the show, it's right here at YouTube, Official Shri and Kira, please make sure you go watch that show again. And if you were with us last week and you have not touched that show a second time, right after today's show, because today we're putting together all the pieces. Today we're bringing it all in, and that weaving that we talked about is happening right now with the torid meteor showers. So
yes.
it's important to understand. Shri, do you have that note for me I asked you to bring?
Yep.
Thanks. So right now I had to write this down, and as a matter of fact, if you're on our e-card list, and I pray you are, and if you're not, why aren't you? Go to shriandkira.com, make sure you get on our email list. But I'm just gonna read to you, this was this morning's broadcast that you would have received if you're on our list. And so here's what I wanna read to you right now, and then I'm gonna expand for you. Because if you're not aware of this, you really need to be, because it's outrageously perfect. So as you bring your hands to your heart right now, right, that deep, beautiful, nourishing breath, let me just share this one thing with you, right? Today, right now, today, the Southern Taurids will soar across the skies in the 44% full moon. And I want you to really breathe that in, because the ascended numerology on that, the 4 plus the 4, the 8, the infinite, the double balance, the harmonics, I mean, this is everything we've been talking about for the past year, right? Then, here's what's even more, I think, extraordinary, and like I said, we're going to expand more in just a moment, is that not only is that happening right now, as a matter of fact, it's going to peak tonight, I think it's at like 8:57 p.m. Eastern. So you're really going to be out sky watching tonight if you can. And even if you're unable to see this incredible gift from the universe that's happening today, really give yourself the gift of at least being in your heart, connecting with this, because all this week we're in the radiation. And here's what's so profound. Today ignites the Southern. Well, guess what's happening on 11/11, my loves? The Northern Taurids, right? You want to talk about a profound week ahead.
Talk about a sprinkle
right?
of light
and I put that
on
in
a
here
magnificent
today
alignment.
because the fully active moment of the Northern Taurids is the November 11. And I wanted to open with that because remember that this 50,000 year cycle, this 13-month moment in this potentiality all began in February when the green meteor came in and said, hey, wake up and remember, right? We know that we are the infinite presence. We know that we are the infinite informed awareness. We know, every one of us knows that we were on this planet for some imminent intersection, right? The sacred sequence of incarnation reminds us constantly, you chose not only to incarnate, but you chose to incarnate into this specific potentiality at this specific insertion in the way that time is counted in this way because of the cross of perfect balance igniting all to be, emergence itself. We are all emerging into the new presence, just as we emerge the world's largest bamboo pyramid of radiating out into a valley that is receiving such incredible blessings that this afternoon, right during this program today, we're going to share a miracle that happened with you just as this month came in. Just as November 1 began, it came in and said, boom, here you are, mastery in action. Because the choice has already been made. Remember, we are in an active choice moment. This isn't about making your choice. You've already made it. You've already made it. And if you're deluding yourself that you haven't, get over it and get on with it and have fun. Right? Because once you get on the other side, you're like, why did I wait so long to do that? You know, what was the problem with this? Right? Had I waited to reverse age, I would not look this way at 63. And so it's all about giving yourself the gift of saying yes, right? I couldn't walk. I was near a wheelchair. I was 80 pounds heavier. I couldn't walk up my own mountain. I lived here for 3 years before I went up until I said, you know what? If Shri and I are going to continue this work, if we're going to be here, if we are living in the miracle of Tosa Blue Mountain, then shame on me. Shame on me for not saying I can do this without any doctors. I can do this without any other surgeries. I can do this. And I put that to the ultimate test in August when our beloved Kyla, who you're going to meet, helped Shri and I prototype the new hospital. And I survived not one, but 2 heart attacks. And that's the gift. And you might say, well, how can someone who's really physically fit have a heart attack? I want you to look up broken heart syndrome. And when you do, remember that it is women, it is us, it is women who are often, I had a cardiologist tell me I was insane and send me home and tell me to get off my oxygen. And less than 24 hours later, I was back in the hospital because I was sent home as just that crazy woman. And the gift of that, and the reason I'm sharing this with you in the choice that we're making, we are able to heal with light itself. We are truly able to expand with the blessing of our own divine presence. And through Kyla's love and Jim Onek, oh my God, the developer of the Epic Laser, oh my God, we bow before this incredible man, right? We went through a 3-week period where my husband was screaming, begging me to go to a hospital. And all I could do, I just kept hearing, the time is here to know that if I was to remain in this body, if I was to stay 1 more second on this planet, then I would be a complete fake if I couldn't go through it myself. And I did, with a lot of witnesses. I had staff begging and crying outside my door. I had doctors from across the street coming over. The truth is that I am as you are. And the only reason this body is still drawing breath is to be right here, right now, with you for your grandchildren. My Native American heritage always has my eyes on that. If I'm not thinking about your grandchildren's grandchildren, then shame on me. And I take that on me. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that in this moment, everything we do, look into the eyes of the beautiful children, and especially the ones being born right now. Oh my God, are they amazing, right? we're at our best moment if we can come together. If we can let go of the jealousy, the greed, and the competition, right? When you let it go, it's like, oh God, that feels so good, right? Because it's all gone, and you're just like, I can be me, right? You know, I can dress the way I want, I can say what I want, I can be me, and you know what? So can you. Because the best you is November. The best you is right now, and the universe opened up and said, you know what, those Southern Taurids are gonna come in tonight like the fireworks of your own joy, reigniting from within your own body, saying, you know what, I got this. I chose to incarnate at this time, and anything that says anything other than that, forgive me guys, bullshit, right? It's not the truth. It's just density doing its best to stop you. Because the truth is that I am emergence itself. And so are you. Every breath you rejuvenate. Every cell you rejuvenate. Those of you that have been with Shri and I for the past 21 years on the air know one thing. These bodies have transformed so much that if you go back deep into our YouTube channel, you're like, oh my God, is that really them? We're doing the same thing. Because it's in the recognition, right? The recognition that right now in this moment, things like targeted possession can happen. And so I want to take a breath right here.
Let's take a breath.
So bring your hands to your heart. Yeah. And just breathe in. Let's do a deep Ave Saw. Let's breathe in through the nose, hearing that Ave. Out through the mouth. Saw. And we smile.
Let's do that again.
Yeah, let's do it
one more time. Again. In through the nose, Ave. Saw. And hold this thought. I am created anew.
Yes.
I am created anew. With every breath, it is a new now and a new moment of creation. Reside in the truth of the presence of your divine heart, and all that is required will appear in your world of experience.
All hyphen ways.
Always. Thank you for participating. Thank you for expanding this community of love and light. It's so simple. We just breathe into our hearts and open.
And breathing into our hearts and opening, remember that our beloved Susan Sturdivant is right over there in the chat live at YouTube. She is forwarding us your questions because Shri and I really need to stay focused with you. We do not engage in any active chat activity during any of these broadcasts so that the energy that we're co-creating together remains pure. The other thing I want to remind you all, I'm just going to pop it up real fast here, is that right after this broadcast, there you are, the Sacred Five, right after this broadcast, you can be a part of our after party. And how do you do that? Well, if you're over there at YouTube, I'm confident that they've got the Zoom link going in there. And remember, if you're on our email list, you already got your Zoom link this morning. That is a community party, a celebration where you guys just all get together afterwards and go, what were Shri and Kira talking about? And here's how I think about that. And so please enjoy it and join with your friends and your family and other people. So that Zoom party starts at 1:15 Eastern today, and I'm excited about today's Zoom party. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah.
It's really important in this time where there is so much repetition of the negative information that we need to choose to connect with that which is true, wholesome, and uplifting. And the only way we can do that is by reaching out and being with other beings who are holding the similar intention. Other beings that are awake to the truth of divine love in active presence in their experience in the world. If we only engage the media, you're going to go where the media directs you.
But if you engage your heart as divine mastery presence, informed awareness, right here, right now, you get to command the light and be in the bliss of peace, love, and joy. And it's really not that hard to do. But it brings us actually to November, because it's all about choice. So let's dive in. Let me show you some of those November revelations. I'm going to begin with the calendar right now. We've got it up on screen. I am going to invite those in our audience, if they want to see it, they're welcome to come gaze at it. The November calendar, as you're staring at it right now, Shri, would you read to us what it says?
Absolutely. The Master is here and moving between the world of form and consciousness, as the Master itself claims the body of form and rejoices with sacred union.
So really take that in. Because the first thing that, for those of you that were with us during the 6 Egyptian initiations that we just completed, what you're looking at is that active ascension star crown energy that has ignited, thereby opening the sea of neutrality into even greater creation, which is what has birthed this 2024 cycle. But as you're gazing at November right now, what is the ascension consciousness energy for the month? Choice. And remember, we're getting ready to walk into 2024, which is a choice year. And this is inside of every single thing you're staring at. Everything we've been doing since that green comet came in February has been a first. We have already entered the alchemical shift. This is the 50,000 year cycle. We're already in it. That's why Sri and I hurried to get the pyramid built. We're here. And so when we let go of our single world alignment and we expand into the recognition of our cosmic conscious connection, that's what's being mirrored to you right now as your mastery presence in November. And I want to give attention to look at November 13th. So you see what's happening in November 13th. This is this huge transformational new moon. And this is going to mean a lot when I take you to the Ascended Numerology in just a minute. But gazing right now today at the 5th, you see where you're at? And you look at the 11th. So Sunday the 5th, Saturday the 11th, what you have is this huge week. And I'm going to close the calendar into the live so you can see this. We have this huge week. Remember we opened the Ascension Star and you just saw that? Okay, so this week it's here. What's here, right? If you put your hands right here, what do you see? And so this week is all about what are you willing to see and how you're seeing it, and the up level and the willingness to lay down everything that said it had to be a certain way when you can joyfully dance into the evolution of what it is. And this is a critical energy for the November choice, is to really step back from the resistance and then welcome the alchemical shift. When we stop resisting that which we cannot even imagine, the master steps in to guide with limitless bounty. I am the law of instantaneous manifestation.
Yes.
As are you. So breathe that in, because that's the November choice, right? So Sri, before I go to the Ascended Numerology, did you want to add anything?
I want to underscore the word choice. I think people take it too lightly. And what I mean by that, I can only look at my own path. I used to say, I choose happiness, I choose to be at peace, and then I'd run around in anxiety because the work wasn't done and there's things not done. And you know, it's like my words would be wishes rather than commands. And it took me a long time to realize that when I speak from the place of my empowered center, I am commanding the light. And if I speak and I hold the truth of that, the entire field around me begins to become congruent with the command. But if I simply go, I want or I wish, you're throwing out a little wind. You may or may
in a STORM
in a storm, and you may or may not be pleasantly benefited by it. But so I really wanted to pass on. Choice is powerful, because you are powerful. As a spark of the divine, you have the sovereignty to choose to take action on your choices and to enjoy the manifestation. Because that which is mandated from love brings joy.
Oh, breathe that in. That which is mandated from love brings joy.
Always.
Yeah, what he said. And so, my angels, I want to just, Sri, before we go any further, I just want to connect with some of these amazing beings. We have so many, we love you guys so much. And we also have a question that kind of segues into something we were going to talk about so far. So just a few little sharings really quick here. I want to give a big shout out to Gary. Hey, Gary, nice to see you. And he's saying, Lynn and I experienced the absolute truth on her birthday. And to be honest, I have no idea what to do with it except live it. We are one with it all. You know what, Shri and I bow before that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you both. We love you so dearly. And here's Omashar. Hey, sweetheart, we are missing you today. I think, make sure you always put us on your calendar if you can. So here's from Omashar. And let's all just feel Omashar's wonderful music and love right now. I'm getting a warm Omashar moment, right? Are you? That's it. We just got a warm Omashar moment. You feel the music, you feel it. There's Omashar. And here's what he's saying. He's saying, hey, greetings, blessings, and love from all, to us all, from Omashar, somewhere upon planet Earth. Yeah, man, you're there. We love you, Omashar.
The traveling
Be with
minstrel,
us next time. Yes, my love. All right, Jean, I'm holding yours for a minute because you're the segue. Hey, here's another from Gary. Love it. Roses are red, violets are blue. I am divine, and so are you. Now we've been told by a master or a few, God is within them and within us too. And after Lynn's birthday, I know this is true. I love you very much. Namaste. Love will heal this world. I'm just going to bow before you and Lynn. I'm just going to take a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Gary. We love you so much. All right, and we have Cosmonian Starlight. Okay, hey, Cosmonian, good one. This is a powerful one. Now, Jean, I'm coming back to you, and I know we got a whole lot more coming in, but Jean, I want you to hold on. I'm going to use yours as a segue. Oh, there's so many coming in. But here we go from Cosmonian Starlight. Shri, why don't you read that one? And then we're going to hold for a minute, and then we're going to keep coming back to you. So keep chatting over there on YouTube.
All right. How do I get support to move forward in an all or nothing, extremely negative town that's run by selfishness and human discrimination, but they think that's real? And how do I find more of my soul tribe?
So, first and foremost, hi, you just did. We love you.
You're here.
How do you find more of your soul tribe? Hang out, do more. Come down to Tosa Blue Mountain and get a dose of some yummy in you. Now, putting all that aside, because, it was just sitting there, I had to walk into it. But here's my angel. My angel, that's why you're there. One of the greatest, I'm going to share with you a really quick little 2-second version of something that happened when Shri and I were in Uruguay. When we were in Uruguay, Terra Nostra was extraordinary. It was beyond amazing. We had to go for so many reasons. However, the one thing that we did not know prior to moving there was that someone who looks like this is not welcome to live there. And so I had not received that level of discrimination since I was about 10 years old, and it's the last time I had it that bad. And I will never forget the day that summarized everything you just said. When Shri and I are looking at vegetables, we're vegetarian.
We're in the supermarket.
So we're in the supermarket looking at vegetables, freaking out that a little thing of asparagus is $10. I'm like, you must be kidding me, right? And I turn around and Shri headed to the next aisle. And in the second, my very Swedish husband walked away, 5 grocery carts jammed into me. I wasn't allowed to move. They were all women from Argentina and upper class. And then they all at the same time turned their back on me while the 5 carts held me captive, and I really couldn't move. And what they were saying was, get out of my country. And the minute they saw Shri's head come, every one of them grabbed their cart and just walked away.
Dispersed.
And what I knew then in that moment was, number one, love them, they know not what they do. And forgive them, they know not what they do. And then, what in me invited this to be? Right? And that's where you always have to begin. Everything you're saying, what in me invited this to be? And so what in me invited that to be was, Shri and I were very, very blessed to be at Terra Nostra, where in a country where by the year 1815, every single man, woman, child was massacred to the point where there's no indigenous left because they just literally wiped them off the planet of the earth. And our beautiful estancia had the only remaining proof of their existence. And we had started publicly, innocently celebrating that. And we brought a Mayan ceremonial site there. And we built a huge pyramid there and a huge labyrinth. And those of you that came to Terra Nostra know it was a crystalline landing pad. And it was Terra Nostra that sent us home to Tosa Blue Mountain. So my angel, number one, you have found tribe. Get more involved. Make sure you're on our email list. Make sure you're going to the after party, for sure. Make sure you look at navigating the inner matrix. Get down to Tosa Blue Mountain when you can, for sure. And this is for all of you right now, so I'm just going to jump in and put this up because you need to see it right now. Make sure this year, for the first time ever, we are offering our 3-day New Year, and this one's really important, via Zoom. Mm-hmm. You make sure you're there. And this is everything, because what's happening over the New Year event, what's happening right now, it is I am Ascension Resurrection itself. And so get to SriandKira.com, explore the homepage. There's thousands of pages of free ensoulments and information and practices, and be here either in Zoom or in person. You're also welcome to fly down, but be here for New Year's Eve.
You know, I just want to add, because it was such a powerful sharing.
Yeah.
I think each and every one of us, as we lift, we discovered that we're more vulnerable than we were. There's a sensitivity that comes in, and we start to notice how crass or coarse other situations can be and other beings can be. And you, who wrote this question, are
Cosmonian Starlight, I think.
Yeah, are in that
like
space of sensitivity.
Uh-huh.
So the piece that I want to encourage you to do is to keep doing your practices to empower your inner trust. Mm-hmm. Because it is the I am that you are that will subtly, directly, and without hesitation, it will affect all those around you. Don't look for results in the outer world. Look to be peaceful in your inner world, and the rest will fall into place.
In every way.
Be patient.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I want to jump. We have so many comments coming in, and I want to read Nava right now, because it really goes back to Cosmonian Starlight. And Nava says, "Thank you so much. I feel that my choice to follow the Yoga of Self-Ascension and enrolling in your teachings and classings has expanded me in my heart, and I am forever grateful for that."
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
And Cosmonian Starlight jumps in and says, "Yep, I've been having the best time ever in my life, even though I'm losing everything I ever had in the past." Awesome. In our 21 years together, we lost everything twice, right? So look what's waiting for you, right? So that just means
Travel
you're clearing,
lightly.
right? You're getting, it's easier to go, right? You're making way for what's really yours to claim. You know, it's when we let go of holding on to what's letting go that everything you're meant to have comes forward in ways that you never dreamed of. Let the miracles emerge, sincerely. And you know, so many of you here, so keep writing in and asking your questions. And John, I'm still gonna get to you, but Shri and I want to invite you, speaking of miracles right now, I'm really excited to share. I think we mentioned earlier that on November 1, we were so blessed that a miracle happened. And I want to bring you back to our recent book, Ascension Renaissance, which, you know, if you don't have it, why not? And get it. But in the beginning, I want to go to the page, I should have had it queued up. Here it is, where we show the inaugurations in the Pyramid of Peace and all of the beautiful beings from the rainforest and all of the projects that we're doing to support these indigenous people. And I'm just really, really excited, Shri, about where we are right now. So.
Well, are we queuing up the
We are. That's why
thing?
I
all right,
like
all right.
to.
No, that's fine. I want to make sure.
Okay, you cue it. I'm too excited.
Yeah, I don't need to use too many words. We are truly delighted to be able to share healing technologies and outreach to those that have no other resources to rediscover their own inner healing and their own capacity to heal. And through the generosity of Epic Lasers, through the generosity of Global Minga, each of you, whenever you buy any course or anything, that money goes
New Year's Eve
straight to outreach.
100% of our New Year's is a donation to Global Minga. So not only are you going to get all the classes, we're going to get all these donations, right?
So just over there, I can see it from where I'm standing, and maybe we'll do the camera here later. There's a beautiful village called Wapala.
We call it our Hollywood, and they are in, and we're gonna show you a real quick film here and invite you to watch it. And when you're done watching the film, we're gonna actually bring in some of our heroes to have a beautiful conversation with you. But I want to cue this up by sharing. The reason I wanted to remind you of Ascension Renaissance, the reason I wanted to share with you about the pyramid is everything that's happening in this village they are directly aware of the effect of the pyramid on them, and that is why they are so grateful. And people are getting engaged by the view of our pyramid. Families are gathering at night and having meals together. It's too beautiful.
Oh, well, let me, for those of you, I got to add a
really
sentence.
quick, and then get ready to watch this little film. It's just a few minutes.
So this 72-foot tall pyramid has a translucent skin. So we illuminate it
at night.
And so it glows with a golden light. And because it's 72 feet tall, from across the valley, you can see it. It's like a lighthouse.
It's a living miracle for them. They actually had prophecies about this.
And so it's wonderful to share it as an act of beauty and an act of intentional living. But what's also we've noticed, it's been 1 year since the pyramid went up. The crops in this valley are more robust, 30 or 40% increase in yield.
Here at Tosa, it's nuts.
We have ancient trees. This is an old property, and we have walnuts and cherry moya, which is a wonderful fruit that for the first 5 years we were here, they didn't bear fruit.
Now we have more than we know what to do.
Now we're sharing baskets with neighbors. This is the effect of pure energy.
These were dormant
on living systems.
Right? Dormant / dead trees that many people told us to get rid of. And I was like, no, just clean them.
Yep.
We have fig trees that we clean, that we have so many figs. We've now become the bounty, and our entire valley, there's new homes going in everywhere. Everybody's
there's life
rising.
and vitality here.
It's really a beautiful thing to witness.
So this beautiful little pueblo across the way, when we went over there, they said, no, we sit, we watch the pyramid, we feel it, we know this is
the
good.
energy. And so how about we know this is good?
We're going to show you a little film.
We're going to show, and those of you that are here in the studio with us, you're welcome to come watch it. You're not on camera. Shree, I don't know which one is the film.
All right.
All right, guys, sit back, relax. We're going to play this great film for you.
I'm losing track. Oh, Wapala. There it is.
Wapala video.
A ustedes y que Diosito les siga dando más vida, más salud, que Dios les ayude en todas partes que ustedes estén. Gracias.
Well, namaste, everyone, and welcome. We are so grateful because today is una milagro, as they say here. It's a miracle. Today, the beautiful village of Wapala, which you all know we love and adore, this is the incredible man, the mayor of Wapala, who has made possible... Paulo has made possible. And por favor, Paulo, en español está bien. Poquito palabras.
Bueno, agradecerles muchísimo a ustedes por venir conjuntamente con nosotros a ayudarles a nuestros ciudadanos para mejorar las condiciones de vida que ellos tienen. La situación en Wapala es muy compleja económicamente y nuestros ciudadanos que tienen problemas de salud, de rehabilitación, no tienen los recursos para ir a Paute, a Cuenca. Agradecerles muchísimo. Conjuntamente les vamos a poder ayudar para que ellos puedan recuperarse algunas enfermedades que han tenido. Y la idea es seguir trabajando conjuntamente con ustedes por nuestros adultos mayores y por nuestros ciudadanos con discapacidad. Muchas gracias a todos. Muchas gracias.
It is our honor. And, you know, I want to invite Kyla and Denia, who's just not here right now, but we'll get her on another video. Kyla, just give us a little moment of what's going on here. You can see her joy.
I'm honestly beyond the joy because this is its center. It's holistic center. It used to be rehabilitation clinic, and now we can do the treatments with the laser, with Egyptian healing rods. We'll do food detox. We'll do machines. It can be treadmill, bicycle. So we literally can do so much for community, and especially for senior citizens who are having a daycare center next door. So we don't have to drive to us. We're just next building. So I'm so excited. This is really a dream come true. I know we can do so much for people.
Thank you, Kyla.
And it's so incredible.
Thank you.
So we want to thank you, all of you, for participating in
Global
Global
Minga.
This is Vencinos and Vencinos.
It's you. It's
Thank
you.
you.
And hello, thank you. And here is Dania. She's up right here. So we're filming. We're on the air right now. This is Dania who made this all possible. Her and Paula. How about just a couple words for our audience?
Oh my gosh, I can't even express the emotion that I'm feeling, the energy inside me. I'm just so happy, so blessed, and so thankful to the mayor to give us the opportunity.
We're so grateful.
Oh my goodness, I'm just blessed right now.
Thank you. And I want to thank Global Minga and all of you. It's your
Yes.
donations. It's your worldwide support.
Yes.
This is you in action. We love you so much, and there's a lot more to come.
Compartir palabras.
Sí, esta es una casa patrimonial,
Ajá.
tiene muchos años de existencia y se ha tratado de conservar todo lo que es nuestra cultura de aquí de Wapala y de la zona. Todo lo que tú ves aquí utilizaban nuestros antepasados
Ajá.
para cocinar, para leer, para tantas cosas, planchar.
Todo.
Entonces hemos guardado todos estos objetos para poder indicar a todas las personas que cómo era nuestra cultura antes, cómo vivían nuestros abuelitos, nuestros padres. Está todo representado aquí en el tope.
So what he's saying is that this space he has preserved, and it's well over 100 years old, and all of the culture is here. You can see we're in the kitchen. This is an original oven that's over 100 years old. And when you come to Tosa Blue Mountain, ask us about coming to Wapala and spending a day here and learning about this extraordinary. This is our Hollywood. Those of you that come, we're always saying, "Hey, there's Hollywood." We're standing in it right now. All right. Hey, well, welcome back, everybody. We're working on getting over to another camera, and there we are.
There you go.
All right, I'm just going to go a little bit so we can see. Why don't I ask you two to move over more? There we go. Beautiful. All right. So we are. Sure, you're going to come join us?
Yeah, I'm
All
just
right.
making sure everything's right technically.
Because what's happening is, I think you recognize these two hero superstars, right? So this is, of course, Denia, the woman who has made our incredible journey with Wapala possible. Our incredible Kyla, who, bar none, like I owe my life to Kyla at this point, the journey we took through those heart attacks in August. And, you know, I wanted to just invite both of you to let's talk about the joy. Let's talk about what's happening in our community. Dania, when you approached Paolo, wait till you meet this mayor, oh my God, right? What happened? How did he receive? What's going on there?
He's a newly appointed mayor, a few months actually, just into office. But I have good connections with very, very good friends with the people that worked with the previous mayor and now with him. So I approached my good friends and I said, do you think the mayor would be interested in something like this, like the Tosa Holistic Center that we're about to open? And immediately my friend said, absolutely, but I will talk to him. And as soon as he talked to him, I mean, he called me like 30 minutes after, and he's like, he wants to meet you. When can we meet you? And I said, wow, immediately. And so we got together, and he did not say everything we asked, everything we spoke about. He was like, yes, what else do you need? What do you need a building? I have 3. Let me show you the 3 of them. Let me see which one you like. And we were like, oh, okay. And what else do you need? Do you need a chair? Do you need tables? What else do you need? This man has been a huge blessing for us. So we are very excited about what's coming to the beautiful town of Wapala. It's very near and dear to my heart. A lot of my friends live there. But it was an amazing experience. I'm very blessed.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
And I just want to point out, she took action.
Exactly.
Yes.
She picked up the phone, she talked to somebody and said yes, and it all unfolded.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was, I will let everybody know, I hope I don't cry, because it was the first time I said yes to service. I had been in denial, like Kira was saying, go away, no, go away, I don't want to hear anything, I don't want to see anything, until I said yes to service. And everything else, all the no's that I had been saying stayed behind me. And doors, windows, I mean, attics, everything's opened in weeks. I moved, I mean, it's so many things. That's why I keep saying I feel so blessed, so blessed. Saying yes to service. Yes. Who knew? If I would have known this years ago, shoot, I would have done this years ago. So I am more than blessed, more than happy.
Well, you know, I have to jump in and say, we are also blessed. Can I share?
Yes.
Can I share? Oh my God. So all of you know that Tosa Blue Mountain loves you back, right? And we have had one residential lot that has waited and waited and waited. We would like to welcome our final resident here at Tosa Blue Mountain. So we are so excited. That Dania, actually her lot borders Kyla's lot, which borders David's lot, who's over there in the other seat over there. So the pillars have all landed. And what that means is that, you know, I've been lovingly calling this place the Ark, right? Gosh, because of the air that you breathe and the trees and the wildlife. And Kyla, I want to, in that film, Shri, remember when this beautiful man, you probably saw, this is why they call Shri and I the giants, they're all like, you know, this tall. So Kyla and Dania worked with this beautiful man for like 5 minutes, right? Yes.
Oh, yeah,
it was long. And that's who you saw right there. And would you just share a minute of what, Kyla was the magician, and it was your integration of several different things. So would you offer us what's happening?
Well, honestly, for us, it's magic, but in Tosa it's like normal everyday life.
This is true. Escrow.
We live in the energy of pyramids, and many miracles open up and make most beautiful things happen. So what men receive, laser, Egyptian healing rods connection, and of course a lot of love, because Danny and I were standing here and literally just holding space and a lot of love for him. And we were in the direct energy of a pyramid. So everything you put together, it's no magic. It's just like 5 minutes of healings, which bring him back to greater harmony. And he's standing up and just smile and look at me like, really? And I just love it. Yeah. And I just love it. Yes. Oh, yes. Just love it. So yes, everything what we're doing from the open heart received so beautifully by the native people. We're so pure. We're living here from the heart. This is the land of the heart. So when we're receiving us, for them it's no miracles, it's normal. So we're receiving love so openly, and this is why it's all happening, and we're so happy.
We are, and you know, happy. I have to jump in and say that due to Dania's relationship and Kyla and this incredible town that just all they talk about is the pyramid. When you're up there, is the pyramid, the pyramid, the pyramid, the pyramid. Here's how my crops are doing, how's this is doing. Like you don't have to talk to them about the science, they're living it, right? And I think that's why the healing is happening even faster. I think we have another prototype happening here. So guess what, guys? And I've got to share because we're really excited. At the end of all of this, the mayor says, you see this land behind the senior center? Now you have our clinic, then you have the daycare where a lot of people go in and out, then you have this beautiful little piece of land. He said, well, we'd like to do and start teaching and cultivating this organic gardening project, and we all said yes. Yeah. So we have yet another new project just opening up, and Josue, our biologist, has agreed to take lead on this for the town. He did agree, and so Shri.
Come on down, you got a little permaculture in your blood, bring it here.
And all of this town, Wapala, is one of the few villages around here that does not receive tourism. That's why we showed you some of it.
Everything is authentic and right in the culture.
You can eat off the streets, it's that clean. And we are so honored that they are letting us bring people up to introduce them to what they're doing. And the native plants from Tosa Blue Mountain are going to be brought over to be part of this project. So stay posted. There's so much coming with Global Minga. And remember, it's all about you. Global Minga is sustained through you. And remember that if you become a member of our Mastery Mentorship team, download the app, Shri and Kara, Spiritual Mastery with Shri and Kara, worldwide, any platform. Download our app and make sure you become a member of the Mastery team, because 100% of that money is supporting Global Minga. Without you, we could not be. So we just want to all take a moment, because you're really affecting lives. And this is a prototype for the world. And we are going to do everything we can to take this as far and wide as possible. So thank you for giving us this time today. And you two heroes, can I hug you?
Yes.
I just got to hug you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We love you so much. Oh God, thank you. We are so grateful. Thank you. Hey
All
guys,
right,
how
we're
you
back over
feeling?
here.
Right? I hope you're all feeling as amazing as we are about everything that's been happening. The real-time miracles have just been extraordinary. And Shri, we'll go back to the phone in a minute, all the questions that you may have. And remember, you can find out more about Global Minga at Shri. You can find out more about everything at shriandkira.com. Just go there.
Go there,
right?
and I just want to say for the benefit of everyone watching at YouTube, Minga is a uniquely Ecuadorian term that really refers to neighbors helping neighbors.
It's like a barn building in
It's if the town square needs a repair, they have a Minga. Everyone comes, helps repair it. So that inspired us to create Global Minga. We live on Spaceship Earth. We're all in this together.
Right.
Reach out to those close to you and lend a hand and discover the joy of service.
Imagine the impact you can have where you are when you just say yes. I mean, look what Denny's yes has already escalated into. So before we go back to the phone, I want to catch you up on the November Ascended numerology where we last left off.
Yeah.
And there we are. So this is a powerful month. If you look at the chart, and you guys are welcome to look if you want, if you look at the chart, you'll see that the Ascended numerology for November, we have both the wheel of the eternal presence plus how it affects the physical body. So right now, this very moment, let us remember that we are in the energy of that eternal life 5 that is being balanced like a pendulum this month. It's that 5 to 7, right? Because the 2023 energy is that 7 prime plus the infinite. And when I take the November 7 plus the November 2023, we get the 5 plus the infinite presence. And so utilizing the ascended presence into this, what's coming up? Remember earlier when I showed you the calendar, I said, pay attention to that November 13 new moon. What it is we are transforming infinite presence itself through the way that we are interfacing consciousness with this body of form. The ultimate moment is here. Look at the double lotus chakra. Now look how this is affecting your body this month. So if you try to pull back from the chart for a moment, which I often do, notice the way those arrows are moving, because even though those arrows come in on specific dates, the movement is with you already. So what is this month saying? It's saying, look, time to get that first and second chakra taken care of. Are we still running around looking for safety and sex, or am I good with peace and love? So first, second chakra, safety or peace, right? And what does safety means? It means you're always going to be lacking. You're always going to be repeating cycles. You're never going to think you have enough money. No, why does things not go my way? Blah, blah, blah. Or you can be at peace with the fact that you've got this. Stop doubting yourself. Fear, doubt, and hesitancy are the seeds of self-sabotage. And so when you gaze at those seeds of self-sabotage, I want to bring you immediately to the 16th Mars-Jupiter effect. That is going to hit us all in the second chakra. So 3 days after we go through this incredible transformational illuminated new moon experience, we're all going to go into the seat of our own creative power as the 6 itself. And I'm going to stop and go back to the live right now, because the reason that's so important is when we go back to the second chakra, the power of the 6th of the creation itself, this, I'm going to have Shri talk for a minute about the power of this energy, but in the choice of November, in the creation that is happening through this body of form with divine mastery presence, informed awareness, assisting consciousness to expand, breathe that in, because you absolutely are doing that, and let go of the mind trying to understand it, just receive the energy, right? So in that moment that's coming up, when that Mercury retrograde pre-phase begins, what's it going to greet? Because we're going to be here, and not much later than that, we're all going to drop to the root. So what is that Mercury retrograde going to find? Is it going to find all the same old stuff ready to recirculate with even greater, like, oh my God, and I'm going to show you why in a minute when I show you the opening of the 2024 Cyclone energy. So what is it going to meet? It's really this month about the choice of, I am getting ready, the collective I, you, me, you, right? We are all getting ready, and now I want to go back to Jean Zephyr's question. Jean, you're so patient. Remember earlier I said I'm going to get to your question, don't worry about it? Jean Zephyr, here it is. Namaste, my beloved masters. Please expand on adaptation. What in me invited this to be as we expand? Well, Jean, bingo, you get the prize today. That is exactly what's happening in November. So I'm going to show you right now, and I'm going to invite all of you to come up and look at this because you're going to want to see it. So I first put this out there last Sunday. This is the energy field that is rising for 2024. Before that spiral opens, because the full anchorship of that spiral is actually the March equinox, but before that anchors, and this has already started, which is why I started sharing it with you last week, because we're already here, because it's a choice energy. But I want you to look at, I don't know if on this program you can see it, but you see how the alchemies look like an eye within a vertical eye, within a shield, and the way that the universe is dancing into this moment. The alchemical choice before us has led us to the field of adaptation. So what looks like that the spiral might have split, remember, we're all part of an ever-refining spiral. That's why you can never mess it up. You're just in different spots of the spiral, but you'll never get out of it, so you don't have to worry. But the key is that as you're gazing at this spiral, what the universe has opened for us right now is the field, Jean. It's a field of adaptation. And the fact that you're even asking about it, and that's the inner eye. You see this? That, and I don't know if you can see it or not. You probably can't.
The golden center.
It's the golden center moving out. You see that light line. That is the actual field of adaptation. Now, here's the key. That cyclone energy I talked about, and remember, this is really, the way that the spiral is going right now, this is actually a thickening. So it's like there's this huge area where a lot of people are getting lost and thrown around right now. That's the intention. The intention is to distract you. The intention is to get you so caught up reading all whatever is going to make you upset or angry or afraid, so that when you're in the field of adaptation, you start falling into the field of the downward spiral, which is, honest to God, it keeps appearing to me as a cyclone. And it's like if you just put one toe in it, you won't be able to resist the current. It'll get you there.
Yeah,
and so this is why the rise of AI is coming in right now. It loves this field. The field of adaptation is either going to be your greatest joy, going, wow, like I'm really excited to see how long I can really keep this body going, right? I know our consciousness can do 300 in this form. I know our body right now can only do 120. You just are beginning at 60. And so the key is, when you look at that field of adaptation, can you just kind of, the way I like to describe it is gaze into the center eye right there, and then imagine you're just opening up your head and going, right? You're just getting rid of all the crap from density. And then you're just arising into you without any thoughts telling you what to think, without anything telling you what to doubt or what to be or what not to be, just being you. And so, Jean, we're going back live. They all ran away. I said, we're going back live, and they all ran away. I shouldn't have told them so you could have seen how cute they are. So what's happening right now, Jean, what in you invited this to be? You're a master informed awareness. Because in this thickening, right, you all know what I mean now, right? So in that thickening that looks like the spiral is breaking, in this thickening that's happening right there is the opportunity when that first chakra is all about peace, and the second chakra is all about self-love. I love, I am love, right? When the third chakra is no longer about power, it's about the joy of knowing that the universe has got your back, then the heart stabilizes into the ascended presence. I am here, ignites the field of neutrality within, and your ascended chakras ignite in the unified field of your physical form. It's not hard. I'm still here showing you how to do it. I'm sustaining it. You can too. That's the moment. But what it takes is what we were just talking about. It takes about going up here, opening up your head and going, let it go. Make a choice. You already know who you are. You already know what brings you joy. You already know what you want to do. The only one stopping you is a voice inside of you that's not even real. Fear, doubt, hesitancy, greed, competition, and jealousy is a Merkaba trifecta that will keep you bound. And the gift is when you see it, you can thank God for the opportunity to live it, be it, and understand it.
Yep.
So let's breathe that in. Yeah, November, right? What a ride.
As we expand our consciousness, we expand our choices.
Always.
we also become more responsible. Therein is the divine gift of expanded consciousness. We become more able to respond with love to all that is around us. And as Kira was sharing, that the process that is being gifted to us in November includes this second chakra energy. And the second chakra energy is, from one level, it's about reproduction, meaning creation. What are you creating? This doesn't have to be about physical at all. It's what am I creating? But here's the thing that most people don't talk about in chakra understandings. The second chakra is filled with labels. What have we named ourselves? What have we named other people?
Right.
What are the labels we put on things? We're creating a static image from our birthing resources, and we go bleh, and you are that, and you are that, and I am this, and poor me, and I'm always unlucky, or whatever it is. Those labels have a life that will continue until you cancel them.
Yeah.
And so the creative opportunity before us in this second chakra amp that is in November is to return to the center of I am divine love. I am an infinitely creative being, and I choose to cancel the habits that are perpetuating in my field of experience, because there's nothing more than habit that's driving you if you think you're caught. It's just a habit.
Right, and laugh at it.
So
That's
you lift up, you smile, and go, wow, what an elegant prison I created. Let's unwind it.
Done. Done. Now let's have some fun, because it's meant to be fun. And hey, Sri, before we go, I know we only have like a moment or so left. You all are amazing, and I just want to share some of these amazing.
Thank you.
Jason writes, I had an injury in January at work. The doctors basically would not help me. God bless you, honey. I am living proof of the healing power of light. It's unbelievable the power we have when we step into our divinity. You are amazing.
Yes.
Robert writes, hey Angel, we miss you. We last saw Robert in Egypt. Robert, y'all are very brave and dear. Allowances give us credit beyond materiality, and so they do. Soul Alchemy writes, beloveds, thank you so much. You are so beautiful, as are you, Angel. Darylyn writes, I'm crying with emotions. I'm so happy. Oh, we love you too, honey. Rachel writes, this is very exciting for Global Minga.
Yes.
And another Saint Germain and Archangel Michael has been communicating to me in my dreams and in the sky through the sun. I've been listening to the best music ever, crying deeply, and have the best pictures ever of the sun. Yeah.
Nice.
And lots of people saying, how do I share my pictures? How do I share my music? Send an email, go to shrinkira.com, hit the contact form. Sue will get it. Send an email to support@selfascension.com. Let us know. Omashar checking in. How absolutely wonderful. Chills up my spine and heartfelt gratitude for this amazing endeavor. Global Minga, yes, and yes. Helen saying, how amazing and uplifting. We are so very grateful to be a part of Global Minga. And you know, there's more than we can share today. And Sri and I just want to, as we all bring our hands to our heart, we invite you to remember that you are here through the sacred sequence of incarnation right now. And you probably kicked somebody out of line to make sure you were here in time. And so you're still here. You're connecting with us in this moment, whether it's right now, whether it's in the future, it doesn't matter. But you're here because you really matter. And I pray you're giving yourself enough credit. I really do, with all my heart and soul. And I pray that whatever is happening, and this targeted possession is out there, I'm not talking much more about it today because I'm still receiving and completing it. But what I will share is this. Come back here often. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel, Official Sri and Kira. Be with those who love you and are willing to support you without you having to pretend anything. Just be who you are. And at 1:15 Eastern Time, you can go be with that family right now, and I encourage you to do that. Yeah. And if not, then just take right now with you the gift of knowing I am as you are, and you are a divine being prepared to live the law of instantaneous manifestation with the peace, love, and joy of the Yoga of Self-Ascension.
Oh, let's take a breath together. We'll close similarly to the way we began. Focusing on the divine energy as we inhale, bringing that in. Ave. Sa. Again, Ave. I am renewed. Beloved ones, we're going to play a little video to close the show today, and we want to thank you for your participation. We want to thank you for your trust, and most importantly, we thank you for trusting you. The divine in you is always there to guide, and we are a community of divine lights. Let's keep finding each other, hugging each other, and expanding the love on this planet.
We love
Namaste.
you.
You know, as you bring your hand to your heart, many people have asked Sri and I, what's the Ascension Renaissance and why is it here? And part of it is what you're breathing and what you're feeling right now. It's that moment of deep connection with Gaia herself, with our cosmic heritage, with the absolute release of all judgment, to know and not be afraid to be. And in that moment, the truth will be revealed and it will illuminate.
This Renaissance is an expansion of consciousness. To be able to fully know I am not just this body. I am not just these thoughts, these emotions. I am a spiritual being celebrating my existence.